Okay, the union and its territory. So as we all know that what is the definition of India and name of India, which is written in the constitution?
Republic
India,
of
that is
India.
the Bharat.
India, that is Bharat. Okay, India, that is Bharat. This is the definition, or this is the name of India, which is written into the constitution. Or even if you see any gazette, there is written that the Republic of India. Okay, the Republic of India. This has been written. Okay, so the name or the definition of territorial definition of the India. Okay, the territorial definition of India is like India is a union of states. Okay, India is the union of the states. Okay, hence India is also called as Indian Union. Okay, India is the union of the states. Now, this definition of India or the union of states comes from Article 1. Okay, this definition comes from Article 1. So, in Article 1 of the Constitution, okay, in Article 1 of the Constitution, which describes, okay, the Article 1 of the Constitution describes India, that is Bharat. Okay, this describes India, that is Bharat, as the union of the states. Okay, this Article 1 describes India, that is Bharat, as the union of states. Okay, now this provision, okay, this provision, union of states, okay, this provision, union of states, says that there are the two types of polities. Okay, there are two types of polities, means there is state government as well as there is central government. Okay, there will be union government, there will be state government as well. Okay, so two types of the polities are there. Okay, as we all know that India is a which system? India कौन सी democracy कौन सी polity है?
Democracy.
Obviously democratic. India is which system?
दोहरी शासन प्रणाली सर ऐसा कुछ बोलते हैं।
दोहरी शासन प्रणाली क्या है? पार्लियामेंट, अरे नहीं रे, कौन सा सिस्टम? मींस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट यूनिटरी सिस्टम, फेडरल सिस्टम, मोनार्की सिस्टम, कौन सा सिस्टम है? Is India federal?
Yes, sir.
Is India federal? Why is
Yes,
it federal?
sir.
Why is it federal?
Central and state governments have their own powers.
Yes, correct. Because there is separation of the powers. Okay, this is the main key feature. Okay, this is the key feature of any federal government. Okay, this is the key feature of any federal government. Okay, the division of power is there. Division of power is there between state and the center. But this division of power does not give unlimited powers to the state legislatures. Okay, these powers or this separation of powers do not give unlimited powers to the state legislatures and keeps majority of the powers to the with the union government or this central government. Okay, so due to these kind of systems, okay, due to this kind of system where described Indian polity as quasi-federal system. Do not forget this word. Okay, do not forget this word, quasi-federal. Okay, India is quasi-federal. Okay, India is quasi-federal, means semi-federal. Okay, do not forget this, quasi-federal. This was given by okay, here was a political scientist. He has described the Indian polity as the quasi-federal polity. Okay, it is not completely federal system, just like that is that of the USA. Okay, USA में कैसा होता है? USA has complete separation of power. This state government have their own powers, central government have their own different powers. Okay, but not in India. In India, the state legislatures or state government do not enjoy the unlimited powers. Okay, hence the system is called as the quasi-federal. Okay, ठीक, समझ में आई? So do not forget this. Okay, next. Now this Article 1, okay, this Article 1 of the Constitution, Article 1 of the Constitution, it defines, okay, or it divides India into 3 categories. Okay, there are 3 categories. Okay, India into 3 categories. The first category is territories of the state. Okay, territories of the state. Second, union territories, and number 3, territories that may be acquired by the government of India at any time. Okay, so India shall be the union of the states. Okay, India shall be the union of the states. So in India there are 3 categories: the territories of the state which are present right now. Okay, the territories of the state which are present right now. So the territories of the states means the territories of Maharashtra, territories of Bengal, okay, territories of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. Okay, so that the geographical area, okay, so the geographical area which is present at the very time, okay, the geographical area which is present at the very time, that is nothing but the territories of the state. Okay, those are the territories of the states. Okay, union territories are those territories which are directly handled by the union government or the central government. Okay, union territories directly handled by central government. Okay, which is directly handled by the central government. Okay, so these union territories, they are nothing but they do not have the their own government. Okay, union territories do not have their own government. Only very few territories are there. Only few union territories are there which have their own governments. For example, कौन सी union territories ऐसी है? Which of the union territories is present which have their own government? Delhi,
Pondicherry,
Puducherry. Okay, so these are the union territories which are directly handled by the central government, and the territories that may be acquired by the government of India at any time means in future. Okay, if in future government of India has acquired any territories either by military power, okay, either by military power or by legal acquisition, okay, legal acquisition or bought, okay, or any land has been bought from any other foreign country. Okay, so these factors, okay, these factors will also be the part of this union of the states. Okay, these factors will also be the part of the union of the states, that is union of India, that is India, that is Bharat. Okay, that will be India, that is Bharat. So in this case, say that India has acquired Pakistan. Okay, India has acquired Pakistan by military power. Okay, India has acquired Pakistan by military power. होगा क्या ऐसा कभी? होगा क्या? अरे बोलने में क्या जाता है?
हाँ होना चाहिए सर।
अनम्यूट करो, बोलो, उसमें क्या है? तुम लोग ऐसे शांत बैठे रहते हो ना, मुझे लगता है सो गए तुम। ठीक है, सब्जेक्ट बोर है, सब्जेक्ट भी बोर है, मैं भी बोर पढ़ाता हूँ, बट स्टिल.
So, but this article is talking about within India, right?
No, this is the misconception. Okay, this is a misconception that this article 1 talks about within India only. It is not talking about within India. It talks about the India as the union of the states. Means wherever the Indian territory is there, it will be the part of you. It will be the part of the union of India. India, that is Bharat. Okay, say these lands. Okay, if India has bought a land in Greenland. Okay, or if India has bought or India has acquired the land in the Antarctica. Okay, in Antarctica, which is not possible. Okay, so in Antarctica also, that will be the part of Indian Union. Okay, that will be the part of the Indian Union itself. It does not mean that these parts, okay, these lands must lie in mainland India. Okay, mainland India, जो हम इंडिया का जो मैप देखते हैं ये ऐसा वाला. ठीक है, this is अखंड भारत. Okay, so say suppose this is the itna part Pakistan ka. Okay, this part is of Pakistan. So if we in future, okay, if in future we have acquired this entire part of Pakistan, okay, or POK or Pakistan entirely, if we have acquired this part, Pakistan will be bound to be the part of the Indian government or Indian Union. Okay, it will be bound to be the part of the Indian Union. Okay, similarly, if Bangladesh, okay, if you have acquired Bangladesh, so Bangladesh will also be the part of Indian Union. Okay, this is a provision. These provisions are there in the constitution itself. Okay, समझ में आया? Understood? By this third provision, okay, by this third provision, what do we mean to say? Okay, these two are correct. These two are no doubt they do not have any dispute. Okay, but this third is somewhat disputable. Okay, this is somewhat disputable, but we can get any land. Okay, we can acquire any land. Okay, we can acquire any territory outside India also. Okay, outside India also, that to be joined. Okay, that to be joined completely to the Indian Union. Okay, this is the meaning of this statement. Okay. Now the names of these states. Okay, what are the names of the states? Then there, if we have to change the names. Okay, names of the states, union territories. Okay, and their territorial extent. Okay, what I said. Name of the states. Okay, territorial extent. Okay, name of the states and UT. Okay, name of the states and the union territories. Okay, and their territorial extent. These are given in the first schedule. Okay, these are given in the first schedule of the Constitution. Okay, these are given in the first schedule of the Constitution. ठीक है, समझ में आया यहाँ तक? समझ में आया? Now next article, the article number 2. Okay, article number 2. Here is the article number 2. Okay, now this article number 2, it empowers the parliament. Okay, it empowers the parliament to admit into the Union of India. Okay, into the Union of India, or establish new states on such terms and conditions as thinks fit. Okay. Now, Article 2 empowers the Parliament to admit into the Union of India or establish new states on such terms and conditions as it thinks fit. What does it mean? Article 2. Okay, Article 2 gives this power to the Parliament of India. Okay, gives this power to the Parliament of India, so that Union of India must, or Union of India may include it in itself any territory. Okay, Union of India may include itself any territory. Okay, say it is in India itself or in the outside India. Okay, किसी भी स्टेट को या किसी भी टेरिटरी को इंडिया के अंदर इंक्लूड करने का पावर. ओके, किसी भी फॉरेन स्टेट को या फिर किसी भी टेरिटरी को इंडियन यूनियन के अंदर एडमिट करने का पावर is given to the parliament by the article number 2, or establishing a new state. Okay, establishing a new state when this state is not into the existence. Okay, when the state is not there in any existence, India or Parliament of India may create a new state. Okay, may create or may establish a new state. Okay, may establish a new state, and or it may get or it may admit any territory into the Union of India. For example, ये कब हुआ था? In the case of this first, Article 2 empowers Sikkim. Correct. Not Telangana. Telangana is separation. That is different. That is in Article 3. The formation of Telangana is in Article 3. Junagadh, correct? Junagadh, Hyderabad, Kashmir. Okay. But that is not the part of that. That is not from the Article 2. But that is the union, the creation of the unions. Okay, that was enforceably Junagadh and Hyderabad. Okay, Junagadh and Hyderabad were admitted to the Indian Union enforceably. Okay. Those were not taken into the Indian territory under Article 2. Okay, under Article 2, the states, okay, or the territories which were included in Indian Union were Goa and Puducherry. Okay, Goa and Puducherry, because even after the Indian independence, okay, even after the Indian independence from the British government, okay, from the British government, in Goa and Puducherry, there were the Portuguese Portuguese rule was there. Okay, The Portuguese rule was there. So this Portuguese rule was, I guess, this Portuguese rule was demolished in 1973 or 63 or 73, after the independence of so many years. Okay, so the Goa and Puducherry, okay, Goa and Puducherry were included in the Indian Union under Article 2. Okay, under Article 2. Goa had Portuguese influence and Puducherry was French colony. Puducherry was a French colony. Okay, Pondicherry or Puducherry, what do you call it? So these are the two powers. Okay, these are the two powers which are given to the Indian Union or which are given to the Indian Parliament for in the other Article number 2 and Article number 3. Okay, now this is very interesting thing. Article 3. Okay, Article 3 deals with internal readjustments of the territories. Okay, internal readjustments of the territories of the constituent states of Union of India. Okay. Article 3 deals with the internal rearrangements or readjustments of the territories in the constituent states of Union of India. Okay, so under Article 3, the government or the Parliament has the right to create a new state. Okay, to rename a state. Okay, so the Indian government or Indian Parliament can. Okay, the Indian Parliament can number one. The Indian Parliament can, number one, form a new state. Okay, form a new state. Let's type it so that it will be easier for you. Okay, the form a new state by separating territories from any other state. Okay, by separating territories from any other state or by uniting two more parts of state. Second, increase the area of any state. Increase the area of any state. Diminish the area of any state. Alter the boundaries of any state. Alter the name of any state. Okay, so under the article number 3, okay, under the article number 3, what happens? The government of India, okay, or the Parliament of India The Parliament of India has the right to form a new state by separating territories from any other state. Okay, the latest example of this is separation of Telangana from Andhra Pradesh. Okay, separation of Telangana from Andhra Pradesh. So this separation was done in 2013-14. Okay, this separation was done in 2013-14. From AP, there were two states. Okay, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Okay, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So these two states were formed under this article. Okay, under this right of the article number 3 of the Constitution. Okay, so Indian Parliament can separate territories to form any new states. Okay, to form any other state, or they can unite two or more parts of a state. Okay, so they can unite the parts and they can form a new state. Okay, a bigger state. Okay, increase the area of any state. The Parliament has the right to increase the area of any state. So geographical boundaries. Okay, geographical boundaries will be diminished. Okay, diminish the area of any state, so the area can be limited. Alter the boundaries of any state means the entire boundaries of the state. Okay, entire boundaries of the states can be altered. Okay, and alter the name of any state. Okay, alter the name of any state, so they can rename the state. Okay, Parliament of India can rename the state. Okay, at any time. Okay, just like they have renamed Madras as Tamil Nadu. Okay, as Madras to Tamil Nadu. Okay, you know this Tamil Nadu used to be called as Madras, state of Madras. Okay, Tamil Nadu used to be called as state of Madras. Okay, वैसे ही महाराष्ट्र. Okay, Maharashtra, MH. Maharashtra used to be called as, Maharashtra का पहले का नाम क्या था? पहले Maharashtra was not a state. Okay, Maharashtra was not a state till 1st May 1960. Okay, till 1st May 1916, Maharashtra was not a state. Which state the Maharashtra, the territory, the present territory was under?
CP and Berar.
Not CP and Berar.
Bombay state.
Which state?
Central Provinces and Berar.
No. That is a different thing. Central provinces and Berar is different. Bombay, correct. It used to be called as Bombay. Okay, it used to be called as Bombay, and this state of Bombay comprised part of Maharashtra. Okay, plus Gujarat. Okay, and from this Gujarat, Kutch and Saurashtra. Okay, Kutch and Saurashtra were not the part of Gujarat at that time. Okay, Kutch and Saurashtra were not the part of Gujarat at the time of the formation of Maharashtra. Okay, at Maharashtra, okay, and in Maharashtra also Vidarbha part. Okay, where Nagpur, Amravati, Yavatmal, this area is there. Okay, this was the part of CP and Berar. Okay, the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra. Okay, the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra was the part of CP and Berar. Okay, CP and Berar, Central Provinces and Berar. Okay, this included today's Madhya Pradesh. Okay, this included today's Madhya Pradesh, and today's Madhya Pradesh used to be called as Vindhya Pradesh. Okay, this today's Madhya Pradesh used to be called as Vindhya Pradesh at that time. Okay, so there under article number 3. Okay, this you can relate. Can you relate all this with this article 3? जो मैंने अभी बताया आपको, क्या वो article 3 के साथ relate कर पा रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
Can you relate that at the time of 1950s, after 1947 to 1960, Okay, there used to be various states. Okay, there used to be various states with various different names. Okay, and those different names were altered in due course of time. Okay, they were altered in due course of time. Their geographical boundaries changed, geographical areas changed, the states rearranged. Okay, just like the CP and Berar. So CP and Berar broke into some parts. Okay, CP and Berar broke into some parts. The Vidarbha region of the CP and Berar joined Maharashtra. Okay, CP and the Vidarbha region of CP and Berar joined Maharashtra. So two states were broken and merged together. Okay, merged together, and the area of the state increased. Okay, area of the state increased. Okay, then with Madhya Pradesh, which used to be called as Vindhya Pradesh, then name changed. So the name changed as Madhya Pradesh, and in 2000, Madhya Pradesh was cut into two pieces. That was Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Okay, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Again in 2002, I guess, 2002 or 2004, the state of Jharkhand was formed. Okay, state of Jharkhand was formed from Bihar. Okay, at the time of formation of Gujarat, modern day Gujarat, Kutch and Saurashtra. Okay, Kutch and Saurashtra were not the part of Gujarat themselves. Okay, these were two different territories. Kutch and Saurashtra merged together with today's Gujarat. Okay, with today's Gujarat. For the states of Rajasthan, there was Mewar, there was Marwar. Okay, two different territories. They were fused together. Okay, they were fused together to form the state of Rajasthan. Okay, so this is the rearrangement. Okay, these are the rearrangements which are done by the Parliament of India under the Article number 3, which gives it the rights. Okay, which gives it the rights to do such rearrangements. Okay, to do such rearrangements. Okay. Now, Parliament alone cannot decide this. Okay, Parliament alone cannot decide this. कि ऐसा नहीं होता that इस स्टेट का नाम मुझे पसंद नहीं है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर को ऐसा लगा इस स्टेट का नाम मुझे पसंद नहीं, चलो बदल देते. Okay, he is not Yogi Adityanath. ठीक, he is not Yogi Adityanath. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है, just like Yogi Adityanath has changed the names of various places. Okay, he has changed the names of various places. Like कौन सा?
प्रयागराज.
प्रयागराज. Okay, Allahabad to प्रयागराज. ठीक, ये सबसे बड़ा एग्जांपल. Allahabad to प्रयागराज. So to alter the state or to use entirely, to use Article number 3 entirely, pre-notice is to be given by the President of India. Okay, pre-notice is to be given by President. Okay. Since we have the quasi-federal system, okay, since we have the quasi-federal system, the President asks this to the state legislature. Okay, the President asks to the state legislature if you want to alter the state or not. Okay, if you want to alter or if you wish to alter the state or not. Okay, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि वो ऐसे उठ के बोल दे कि मुझे state change करना है. Okay, President alone cannot decide. Okay, President alone cannot decide that I just one fine morning I wake up and I see that Maharashtra is too long. Okay, Maharashtra is too large. Okay, so let's cut it into two pieces. Vidarbha is different and rest of Maharashtra is different. ठीक, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. This is not possible. Okay, for this to happen, President asks recommendations from the state legislature. Okay, President asks from the state legislature on the demand of Parliament. Okay, this bill first has to be passed into the Parliament. Okay, this bill must be kept into the Parliament. Then President asks to the state legislature. Okay, President will ask to the state legislature. If the state legislature responds positively or negatively, doesn't matter. Okay, positively or negatively, it doesn't matter. Okay, if they say that we want to do, then it's okay. Okay, if it is not given by the state legislature that you don't do this, but if the president or the parliament wants, okay, parliament wants to do it, they will do it. Okay, if parliament wanted to do it, they will do. Just in the case of Kashmir, okay, just in the case of Kashmir, what was the case of Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir? Article 370, okay, abolishment of Article 370, which gave special status, okay, which gave special status to the state of Kashmir. Okay, in state of Kashmir there was Kashmir plus Ladakh. Okay, there was state of Kashmir plus Ladakh. Now Kashmir and Ladakh are separated. Okay, Kashmir and Ladakh are now separated. This Article 370 is abolished. Kashmir is union territory, Ladakh is union territory. Okay, Kashmir is different union territory, Ladakh is different union territory. Okay, now this Kashmir is the second example. Okay, Kashmir is the second example of a union territory. Okay, Kashmir is the second example of an union territory which used to be the state for once. Okay, which used to be the state once. जो पहले state हुआ करता था, अब union territory. ठीक है, actual case में उल्टा होता है. Actual case में उल्टा होता है. जो पहले union territory होती है, फिर उसको state का दर्जा मिलता है. ठीक, पहले union territory होगी, फिर उसको state का दर्जा मिलेगा. But this is the second example in the polity of India that Kashmir once was a state. Okay, once was a fully functioning state. Now it is converted into a union territory. What is first? Which is the first example? If it is second example, which is the first? Do you have any idea about it? Kashmir is second example. पहला कौन सा? दमन है दिल्ली, चंडीगढ़ नो. दिल्ली, दिल्ली, ठीक है. दिल्ली used to be a state. Okay, Delhi used to be a state when it formed. Okay, Delhi used to be a state when it formed, but in some circumstances in 1963 or 73, I guess, in that time Delhi was converted to the union territory. Okay, Delhi was converted to the union territory. Okay, so this remember this example. Okay, remember this example. This might be asked into the prelims. Okay, prelims में पूछा जा सकता है. Okay, second example, first example, और ऐसा पूछेंगे that true or false में आता है ना. They might ask into the true or false. Which of the following statement is correct? And in that it will give the Kashmir is the first union territory which used to be a state. This is wrong statement. Okay, this statement is a wrong statement. Okay, so as in case of Kashmir, okay, as in case of Kashmir, what happened? The president, okay, the president did not ask or did not take recommendations from the state legislature. अगर ये हो जाता, if the state legislature got the state legislature got the recommendation from the president, they used to have denied, or they used to deny it, and after this denial, it would have been very difficult for the central government to distinguish between these two, Kashmir and Ladakh, to separate this Kashmir and Ladakh. Okay, it was ये बहुत ज़्यादा difficult हो जाता कि कश्मीर और लद्दाख को differentiate कर दे, and Article 370 को भी abolish कर दे. Okay, ठीक है, समझ में आया? So consider this with the example of Kashmir. Okay, Jammu and Kashmir, the example of Jammu and Kashmir. ओके ठीक, समझ में आई? समझ में आया? This Article 3. This is Article 3. This is the power of Article 3 in the Constitution. Okay. Next comes the Article number 4. Okay. Next comes the Article number 4 in the Union, Union and its territory. Okay. Next comes the Article number 4. Okay. ये हो गया? Article number 4. Okay. Article number 4 itself declares, okay, itself declares that laws made for admission or establishment of new state and formation of new state are not to be, okay, are not to be considered, as amendments of the Constitution under Article 368. Okay. Article 4 itself declares that laws made for admission or establishment of new state and formation of new states are not to be considered as amendments of the Constitution. Okay, are not to be considered as amendments of Constitution. Okay, for this, the Article 4 has given, or Article 4 is explaining that the admission or establishment of a new state is not the amendment in the Constitution. Okay, it is not the amendment of the Constitution. Okay, this is not the amendment of the Constitution. Okay, these bills to be passed by the simple majority. These bills to be passed by the simple majority. What is simple majority? What is simple majority? Ask if state legislature denies for change, then parliament can still make. Yes, parliament can still make change on its own, because it is not bounded on the president of India to listen to the state legislature. Okay, if it considers that this this is different, or this is necessary. Okay, this is necessary. Then the central government can do it. पूछने का क्या फायदा? अब वो प्रोसीजर है, उसके लिए कुछ नहीं कर सकते. That is a procedure. Okay, since we have the quasi-federal system, we are not the unitary system. Okay, India is not the unitary system, so हो सकता है ऐसा. ये इसी का this Kashmir is an example of this. Yeah, simply a formality, nothing more than that. It is just the formality. Okay, Kashmir is the biggest example of this. Okay, separation of Kashmir. Simple majority. The simple majority means 2/3. Okay, 2/3 of present. 2/3 of the present people in the parliament. Okay, so जितने भी वहाँ पे होंगे, वहाँ पे जितने भी लोग होंगे उनमें से 2/3 अगर उसको ये कर रहे हैं. Okay, if 2/3 people or 2/3 present people they are giving their majority, then the bill can be passed. Okay, then the bill can be passed. So it should not be considered. It should not be considered the amendment of the constitution under article number 368. Okay, under the article number 368. So I'll explain this article number 368 in a while. Okay, what is this article 368? I told you. इसके पहले मैंने बताया शायद आर्टिकल 368 क्या है. वो हमने देखा था आर्टिकल 39 आर्टिकल 368 केशवानंद भारती केस. याद है कि भूल गए?
Yeah.
केशवानंद भारती केस भूल गए क्या? याद है? ओके, आज मैं फिर से याद दिलाऊंगा केशवानंद भारती. डोंट वरी. ओके, सो now here the question arises. Okay, here the question arises that can Indian government or can the Parliament of India acquire the foreign territory or not? Okay, can Indian Parliament, okay, can Indian Parliament has the power? Okay, do the Parliament of India has the power to acquire or alter the foreign territory? Okay, foreign territory or not? Okay, or to cede the foreign territory, cede Indian territory. Ceding means to give away or its own territory or not. Okay, so this question arised. Okay, this question arised in 1960 by a case, by an important case which is known as Berubari Union case. This is called as the Berubari Union case. Now this case was very important. Okay, this case was very important because it defined the power of the parliament. Okay, it defined the power of the parliament. Okay, now what is this Berubari? Berubari क्या है ये? पता है क्या? Don't you know about Berubari? Boundary dispute, correct? Okay, so there is a town. Okay, there is a town, Berubari, in West Bengal. Okay, in West Bengal. Okay, आज के West Bengal में. Okay, so at that time it was in Bengal. Okay, at that time it was in Bengal. So in 1947, okay, in 1947, when there was the separation of India, okay, when there was separation of India into India and Pakistan, okay, at that time no Bangladesh was there. Okay, at that time no Bangladesh was there. So at that time there was West Pakistan and East Pakistan. Okay, West Pakistan and East Pakistan. So this East Pakistan is now today Bangladesh. Okay, it is now Bangladesh. Can you imagine which was East Pakistan? East Pakistan किस तरफ था? ठीक है, आज का जो बांग्लादेश है, that was nothing but the East Pakistan. So the East Pakistan, West Pakistan and India, they were divided on the basis of a line. Okay, and that is known as Radcliffe line. Okay, Radcliffe line. This Radcliffe was a British officer. Okay, Radcliffe was a British officer who came to India to divide India. Okay, and he just took the map. He just took the map of India and drawn some lines, and India was divided. Okay, so what happened in Berubari? Okay, in Berubari Union, some of the parts which to be acquired by the East Pakistan, okay, which were to be acquired by the East Pakistan, they remained in India. Okay, according to this Radcliffe line. Okay, according to this Radcliffe line. So they remained in India, and the parts that should be in India, they were given to the East Pakistan. Okay, so exchange of territories was there. Okay, exchange of territories was there. Just this is not a very large area. This Berubari is nothing large area, just 11.2 kilometers area. Okay, 11.2 square kilometer. Okay, 11.2 square kilometer area is there, and for this 11.2 square kilometer area, this East Pakistan has raised the dispute in India. So there were the diplomatic talks. Okay, diplomatic talks, and India accepted that yes, this is a mistake. Okay, India accepted that this is a mistake, and they ceded away their territory. Okay, India has ceded away its territory. Now there was no provision to cede away the territory in India by the constitution. Okay, there was no provision to cede away. Okay, there was no provision in constitution to cede away the land or the Indian territory to the foreign country. Okay, to the foreign country. So for this to cede away this Berubari Union. Okay, this Berubari Union, there was 9th Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, 9th Constitutional Amendment Act 1960. This CA is Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, not Citizenship and Amendment Act. Okay, 9th Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, 9th Constitutional Amendment Act 1960. It was enacted. Okay, this 9th, according to this 9th Constitutional Amendment Act 1960, this Berubari Union, okay, Berubari Union was ceded and it was given to East Pakistan. Okay, it was given to the East Pakistan. ठीक है, समझ में आया? So they needed to amend the article. Okay, they needed to amend the constitution under Article 368 for this case, for this Berubari Union case. ठीक है, समझ में आया Berubari Union?
सर ये Radcliffe लाइन का बताइए एक बार.
Radcliffe line is the line which divided India and Pakistan. Okay, Radcliffe line is the line which divided India and Pakistan. So इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान को डिवाइड करने के लिए एक लाइन चाहिए थी, है ना? इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान को डिवाइड करने के लिए एक लाइन चाहिए थी. सो दैट लाइन इज नथिंग बट द Radcliffe line. Radcliffe was a British officer.
Sir, India and Pakistan or India or Bangladesh?
India and Pakistan. See, what is the difference between India and Pakistan and India and Bangladesh is different. Okay, at the time of 1947, okay, at the time of 1947, there were only two nations which were separated. One was India, another one was Pakistan. Okay, so if you see the map of India, suppose this, yes, इधर का पाकिस्तान, okay, so this is ये अखंड भारत. ठीक है, चलो इसको भी अपन ऐड कर लेते हैं. ठीक, दिस इज अखंड भारत which is prior to 1947. which is prior to 1947. Then Radcliffe came. Okay, then Radcliffe came, and this Radcliffe, he took the map and drawn one line and drawn a line here. Okay, drawn one line here and drawn one line here. Okay, so this become West Pakistan, this become East Pakistan. Okay, this become West Pakistan, this became East Pakistan. Okay, now this East Pakistan was there in existence till 1971. Okay, East Pakistan was present till 1971. Now these lines which separated East Pakistan and West Pakistan from mainland India, these lines are called as the Radcliffe line. Okay, these lines are called as the Radcliffe line. So East Pakistan was in incidence or in existence till 1971. In 1971 there was a war. Okay, in 1971 there was a war. Okay, and into this war, Bangladesh was formed. Okay, Bangladesh was separated from Pakistan. Okay, Bangladesh was separated from Pakistan. If you want to see how this how in 1971 this West Pakistan and East Pakistan were separated, how Bangladesh was formed. Okay, how Bangladesh was formed. You see one documentary. A documentary I will share it in the group. Okay, I'll share it in the group. Milind Somanki. But that documentary, I'm just not remembering the name. Name is, I guess, Mukti. Okay. Sony Live पे है. Okay, मैं आपकी उस ग्रुप पे उसका लिंक डाल दूंगा. You see it. Okay, you see that. Okay, so East Pakistan was separated. Okay, East Pakistan was separated. So during this separation of East Pakistan at that time at 1947, this area of Berubari, okay, at this area of Berubari was in the dispute. Okay, ऐसा तो पहले ईस्ट पाकिस्तान एंड वेस्ट पाकिस्तान बने थे, फिर 1971 में ईस्ट पाकिस्तान separated from Pakistan itself and become Bangladesh. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, next, evolution of the state and the union territories. Okay, evolution of the states and the union territory. So when India separated or India gained independence. Okay, when India gained independence, there used to be two types of states in India. Okay, there used to be two types of states in India. Which two types of states? First state, which is directly under the influence or directly under the rule of British government. Okay, which were directly under the rule of British government, and second type of the states were those states which were governed by the British government, but they were having their own kingdoms, which were called as the princely states. Okay, which were called as the princely states. ठीक है, मैंने क्या कहा, दो टाइप के states होते थे. When India got its independence, two types of states were there. Okay, एक जो बर्तानिया हुकूमत के अंडर आते थे डायरेक्टली, ठीक है, जो डायरेक्टली बर्तानिया हुकूमत के अंडर आते थे. सेकंड, जो राजाओं के राज, ठीक है, जस्ट लाइक दोज इन दी राजस्थान, पटियाला. ओके, मारवाड़ में थे, कुछ मेवाड़ में थे, कुछ समवेयर इन द पटियाला. ओके, सम इन दी मध्य प्रदेश. ओके, जस्ट लाइक कांकेर in Chhattisgarh. Okay, so this kind of the states were there. Okay, so during when the constitution makers or when the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was uniting India, okay, when he uniting India, there used to be India had two princely states. Okay, India had 552 princely states at the very time. Okay, many of these states, to be precise, 549 princely states, they joined India. Okay, because why did they join India? Because Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, okay, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel gave them the contract, or he gave them the offer. Okay, three choices. Okay, three choices. First choice was join India. Second choice, join Pakistan, and third choice, remain independent. Okay, so these three choices were given. Majority, or 549 princely states, chose the first option. They joined India. Okay, they joined India. Now, this second option was chosen by two princely states. ओके, कौन से दो प्रिंसली स्टेट्स थे जिन्होंने पाकिस्तान ज्वाइन करने के, मतलब ये इतने अगाऊ लोग कौन थे? इन लोगों को हम लोग बोलेंगे रेड चाइना. ठीक है, ये जिन्होंने दूसरा ऑप्शन चूज किया था, जिन्होंने दूसरा ऑप्शन चूज किया, ओके, जिन्होंने लोगों ने दूसरा ऑप्शन चूज किया वो थे रेड चाइना लोग. ठीक है, अगाऊ के. सो दोज वर हैदराबाद एंड जूनागढ़. ओके, हैदराबाद एंड जूनागढ़. तो ये ओके, ये अगाऊ के जो दो लोग थे वो एक ये था, एक ये था. ठीक, हैदराबाद वाला था, एक जूनागढ़ वाला था. हैदराबाद का नवाब एंड जूनागढ़ का नवाब. ठीक, एंड कश्मीर, राजा हरि सिंह. ओके, राजा हरि सिंह, he decided to remain independent. ये और ज्यादा चाइना. ठीक है, ये लोग डेढ़ चाइना, ये डबल चाइना. ठीक है, ये अगाऊ, ये ज्यादा अगाऊ. ठीक, सो हैदराबाद was dissolved in India. Okay, और हैदराबाद was taken into the India by police activity. Okay, by police activity. Junagadh was taken into India by the public polls. ओके, पब्लिक पोल्स. जूनागढ़ का नवाब पाकिस्तान भाग गया. ठीक है, पब्लिक ने ऐसा बोल दिया था दैट वी वांट टू जॉइन इंडिया. ओके, 2 बार 3 बार वोट्स पोल्स करवाए गए, फिर उसके बाद जूनागढ़ का नवाब पाकिस्तान भाग गया. ओके, ठीक, हैदराबाद, द नवाब ऑफ हैदराबाद, he first wanted to join himself into Pakistan, but सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने पुलिस भेज दी. ठीक है, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने पुलिस भेज दी, और पुलिस भेजने के बाद वो उसको समझ में आ गया कि अपन इंडिया के सामने टिकने वाले नहीं है. ठीक है, अपन इंडिया के सामने टिकने वाले नहीं है, सो इट इज बेटर टू डिसॉल्व इटसेल्फ इनटू इंडिया और इनटू द यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया. नाउ द क्वेश्चन रिमेन दैट ऑफ द कश्मीर. ओके, क्वेश्चन रिमेन दैट ऑफ द कश्मीर. अब कश्मीर, द किंग ऑफ कश्मीर, okay, king of Kashmir decided to be independent territory. Okay, because that was also the option. When Pakistan began, India respected his decision. Okay, India respected his decision. India did not enforce him to include itself into India. But when he was running his own territory, or his own country as Kashmir, Pakistanis used to invade it. Okay, Pakistan army, the Pakistan's Naxalite groups, they used to invade the Kashmir and they used to loot it. They used to destroy his territory and all. Okay, so he asked the permission. He asked help from India. Okay, he seeked help from India. So India told him. Okay, India told him that be the part of Indian Union. Okay, be the part of Indian Union, and we will protect you. Okay, with a part of Indian Union, we will protect you. So Hari Singh decided to dissolve its state into India. Okay, and then some disputes came. So POK, COK, वो अलग story है. Okay, that is a different story. ठीक है. So with this, the reorganization of the states happen. Okay, reorganization of the state happens 549 at the present, at the origin, and now all the 552, okay, all the 552 were included into the Union of India. Okay, all the included into Union of India. ठीक है, समझ में आया? समझ में आया? Just a minute. Anything up to this? Sure. Next, at that time, there were four. They have divided the Indian states into four different categories: A, B, C, D. Okay, they have divided Indian states into four different categories: A, B, C, and D. Okay, so A category was the governors, provinces, British India, governors, provinces of British India. Part B is princely states with legislature. Part C, chief commissioners, provinces. Part D, Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay, so these were the four types of territories. Okay, these were the four types of territories. Now, four types of states which were originally in the India. Okay. Now, after it, okay, after these four, there was a recommendation. Okay, there was a recommendation by Fazal Ali Commission. Okay, by Fazal Ali Commission to reorganize the states. Okay, to reorganize the states, and they reorganized the state on the basis of language. Okay, they reorganized the states on the basis of the language. Okay, so language was the common factor. Okay, the language was the common factor to reorganize the state. Okay, JVP committee. Okay, JVP committee was there. So this JVP committee included Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, and Pattabhi Sitaramaiah. Okay, JVP, Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, Pattabhi Sitaramaiah. Okay, this JVP committee has denied this language as the basis to reorganize the states. Okay, language as the basis to reorganize the states. Okay, but in the year 1953, okay, in the year 1953, Andhra Pradesh was formed. Okay, Andhra Pradesh was formed. Andhra Pradesh was formed from separating from Madras. Okay, Andhra Pradesh was formed separating from Madras on the basis of language. Okay, on the basis of language. So Andhra Pradesh was formed as the region of Telugu speaking people. Okay, it was formed as the region of the Telugu speaking people. Okay, so it opened the door. Okay, it opened the door for all the states to reorganize themselves. Okay, to reorganize themselves on the basis of their languages. Okay, on the basis of their languages. So Gujarati speaking people demanded for separate Gujarat. Hindi speaking people, they demanded for their own states. Okay, Tamil speaking people demanded their own state. Okay, Marathi speaking people demanded their own state. So government of India or the Parliament of India has changed the recommendations of the JVP committee. Okay, the recommendations of the JVP committee by the Fazal Ali Commission. And according to this Fazal Ali Commission, the language became the base. Okay, language became the base to reorganize the states. Okay, language became the base for reorganization of the states, and there were the reorganization of the states on the basis of language, which is called as the linguistic distribution of the states. Okay, linguistic distribution of the states. So this linguistic distribution of the state or linguistic reorganization of the state was taken by the 7th Amendment. Okay, it was done by the 7th Amendment of the Constitution of 1956. Okay, 7th Amendment of the Constitution 1956. Okay, this might be a question. Language as the barrier. Okay, language as the barrier or language as the base. Language as the base to form or to reorganize the state was taken from which of the amendment? Okay, it is 7th Amendment 1956. Okay, and according to this the 7th Amendment 1956. Okay, according to this 7th Amendment 1946, on 1st November 1956. Okay, on 1st November 1956, 14 states and 6 union territories. Okay, 14 states and 6 union territories were created. Okay, 14 states and 6 union territories were created. Okay, so these 14 states were Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Bombay, Jammu and Kashmir, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, then Madras, Mysore, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal. Okay, these were the states. I'll give you the list in the notes. Don't worry. Okay, and union territories was Andaman and Nicobar, Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Lakshadweep, Manipur, and Tripura. Okay, these were the union territories. ठीक है, समझ में आया? समझ में आया? क्या समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
क्या समझ में आया? बताओ, आशा बोलना।